Okay, today I received these. They're not like TPU printed, you know, plasticky. They're rubbery. They're more rubbery, but I don't know, there's a bit of weight to them, you know. It does make the drone feel more solid. The Avata 2. What I'm trying to ascertain is if it flies worse with them on. And I could hear a sort of a tingling sound in the motors with it on. So I'm going to put them back on again and see if it feels heavier to fly it. You know, when you suddenly give it some throttle. But obviously in a crash, if I was to hit this wall, for example, or a concrete road, or you've got substantially more protection than these hollow plastic ducts. But then again, because it's light, it flies well. It's a bit of a compromise. So I'm going to put them back on again and report back. This is what they're like when they're back on again. There is a way of getting them on. You've got a lip here and a lip there. They're not obstructing the propeller, really. The wing. Dynamic. But I can notice it does feel. It's more solid. It's still heavy. I don't know, 10% heavier. So now I'm going to fly and comment again. I'm using RC2, put some longer sticks on it. Put these longer sticks on which you can adjust. I like these. I'm a thumber. When I use these small controllers, I'm a thumber. I think if you're using a bigger controller, you can pinch more. But with those small controllers, I like to thumb. I'm not sure what the proportion is of thumbers and pinchers. Whereas the coloured guy in Rotor Riot, what's he called? Beba, he's a thumber and he flies extremely well. But then again, Steel is a pincher and he flies very, very well. More established. Anyway, let's get back to these bumpers. Substantially more protection. I've also put, talking about protection, I've got a UV filter which is almost clear for the lens. And I've got aluminium cage coming which will go on here and here. I mean, you can make it like a tank, but then it may not fly as well, which is a drawback, obviously. Let's have a flight. Okay, just had another flight there, went in the park. Another thing it could be doing is affecting the signal. I did notice a little bit of, not static, but just a sort of, you know, when the signal's getting a bit weak. I did notice that. Because in these ducts there are the antennas. So if you're covering the ducts up, it could be hindering the signal, couldn't it? It's another thing. I'd have to fly it down to the end of the park because I know I can go down to the end and then it starts to lose signal without the ducts on. Just to comment on that, but I've got the feeling it might hinder the signal. But it's definitely, if you're crashing it, it'd be better, wouldn't it? A difficult one. Do you put them on or not? This is the type of drone that I don't crash. You know, it's It's not like a race drone that gets crashed a lot. You've got lots of aids here, return to home, GPS, works well. Camera moves, you can move the camera up and down, see where you're going properly. The battery's good. But I've got the feeling, apart from the added weight, and also I think it's hard to describe the noise, but the motor seems to be whistling more, a little bit more. I'd say that. I don't know, 15% more whistling, especially when I give it some throttle. So let's fly it down to the end of the park and back again, see if it's okay.
Sometimes I feel like throwing my hands up in the air. I know I can count on you. Sometimes I feel like saying, Lord, I just don't care. But you got the love I need to see me through. You got the love. 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 You got the love.
Up here in the bedroom with the Avata 2. What I really like about this is just being able to plug it in like this. No messing around getting a SIM card out. Or as with this one, you had to open this that flap there.
You got the love. You got the love.
It's even harder to get the SIM card out. That's the Avata 1.
You got the love. You got the love. You got the love.
Flies better. Oh, it feels heavier with these podcasts.
Sometimes it seems that going just too rough, and things go wrong no
Then it's
matter
tougher,
what
isn't
I
it?
do.
But if the signal's
Now
well,
and then seems that life is just
if it
too
flies
much.
well,
But
it's
you've
more
got the
strained,
love I
making
need
the
to
motor
see
whistle
me
a bit
through.
more.
You got the love. You got the love. You got the
Find them on
love.
Amazon. So what I'm going to do,
You got the
I
love.
have noticed a difference. Anyway.
You got the love. You
It's got a
got
bit
the
more throttle.
love.
The motor's different. If I'm losing signal, it doesn't seem to go flickering. None of the sides of the goggles it goes flickering. Especially with the old DJI drone. It's the antenna settings. The signal's gone. Lovely up here now with the sun. I built this little bed. All the wood's reclaimed. I did it about 25 years ago, you know. These lights are my design. They're actually tap connectors with LEDs. And, well, they're LEDs now, but they were halogens in those days. And this is the park. I only fly over there when there's no one there. Normally at sunset. And today I only went in this area here. So let's have a look at the video, and I'm going to put a video together. But I've seen people crashing these, and that's smashed up. So if you wreck your duct, then the prop's going to hit it, or you bend it, it sort of doubles. You can't repair it. It's one piece. Whereas this, you can buy it for about 25 euros. Avata one. They now feel about the same weight. See, I put protection on this with that. I've got a GPS, and I've got an ND filter on the camera. I'm not sure we really need filters, because you can do your filtering you like, can't you, in post? But I like to protect the camera because it's delicate. So especially if I'm flying indoors with this, I don't want the ND filter. I want a clear one. But I couldn't find, for love nor money, let's take that off. I couldn't find a clear lens filter for it. If you ever crash, you know, there's a rock sticking out and you scratch your lens. I mean, you're buggered, aren't you? You're buggered. You need a new camera. A new camera for DJI 3 is over £100. It's like half the cost of the whole thing. So why not protect it with just a clear? But I'm not sure that we need ND filters, especially if I'm flying in low light, inside or in an underground car park, or like now when the sun's setting. I don't really want to lose any light. I don't want it to go grainy. It's my opinion. So what I've got is a very, very weak, it almost looks like clear glass. It says UV filter. And where did I got that on eBay. I couldn't get it on Amazon. You put in clear, transparent lens protector or filter. Not easy to find. Maybe DJI don't want you to protect your lens. And you scratch it, you've got to buy another one, haven't you? Or you damage your drone, you've got to buy another one, in this case. So I'm plugging it in to the laptop. Apart from having all my media in the laptop now, I can access it. It's charging it up. A bit slow. But if I plug in this cable to this, my laptop, that's 45 watts. It will go at about 3 times the speed. It's just my experience with but I love this Avata 2. It really does fly well. I've had some fantastic videos, and the quality of the camera. It does that now and again. It sort of sticks down. The quality of the camera is fantastic. It's like the same quality as an action camera. Like the DJI, what's it called? Osmo. No, it's not the Osmos, that's the little thing. But the sport camera. Apparently it's exactly the same, the sensor and the lens. Straight away I plugged it in, and I mean, this is iMovie. There's all my media. That good? There's just a flap there. So it's much better to access it than the Avata 1. It's quieter as well. That's a big benefit. Quieter. That is a bit of a screamer. It's embarrassing, you know, to fly through the park and you're just drawing attention to yourself. But it's very good. It's tough. I can do flips and rolls with it and fly it in manual. It's just a bit better. It's newer, isn't it? Technology moves on. Battery, I think it's held in better with this, the battery. I put something to stop it popping out if you crash. So I put that on, it's about 10 euros. Because I have crashed and the battery came out and then I couldn't activate the beeper and it took me ages to find it. But with this, I don't think the battery's going to pop out as easily. Probably got a bit of a longer battery life. I think the propellers, I was wondering if you could put the propellers on that. I mean, would it be quieter? But then the motors are facing upwards on here, aren't they? And the motors are facing downwards on there. I went on the DJI, well, I searched it. I couldn't really get a clear answer. But I think if you put these in, you'd have to cut the tips off because they're a little bit bigger. I think they're both about 3.5 inches.